Hi guys, and welcome to episode 21 of my Ymir multiplayer series. So, this is a big one. I've finally recovered from the privileges, what I'd call crisis, crash, whatever you want to call it. And a lot is now happening. I've now got a nice amount of money, and you can see, budget balance wise, I'm earning a good amount of money. And yes, I'm not purchasing too much, but I still am producing and buying goods. And I've been selling quite a lot on the market. You see my biggest sellers, if we come to show resources, is wheat, selling cloves, selling textiles, and I have actually been selling a few bows at the moment. But yeah, wheat, cloves, and textiles are my biggest sellers, and you can actually see they're even in more demand. If we look at cloves now, it's coming up to 3 coins, 2.7, 3 coins, which I wasn't fulfilling before. I was only fulfilling 2.5, so I'm making more money. Few other things have happened. I wanted another food source. I had loads of sip points and I didn't have anything to put them in. Oh, that's a lie. I had loads of sip points. I massively upped wheat to 5 sip points. With forced labour on, that didn't generate any new fields, but it just meant I was going back up to the capacities of wheat that I had before I enabled forced labour. So I'm producing tons of wheat stock now. I also then put the other sip points into, culture, customs, and fish. I think fish was actually quite a good idea. The market, which already you can see is a lot smaller now because I'm buying fucking shit tons of stock, but the market had tons of fish in it, very cheap. I only needed to put 1 sip point, and yeah, even though I don't have many fish shops, I only have 1, it's still better than nothing. So overnight, I've done 2 researches. I've done the fisher pig research, so I'm going to upgrade that now, get the level 2 fisher pig, and more importantly, I've done the Ard research, which is, if you don't remember, it's the level 3 farmer research. So we can see we can upgrade all these farms. So that is what I'm going to be doing this episode. I'm going to be managing a bit, because you can see the huge population increase. We're now at 1,074 population, and we've got 243. So we've gone up by about 20 new jobs, and we've also keep growing. I want to manage that. I want to build new houses. We can see we've got unhoused people, but also we've got a bit of a loyalty problem. We are decreasing because we've had a rise in conflict, and I'm not actually too sure how I can negate that rise without just building more troops, because I do not like the guard towers. In terms of the guard towers produce no wealth, and you simply get a pig, a porco as a guard. They don't get any money, and so they're quite poor, and you can see they can barely afford their needs. So I don't want to do that. I feel an army is expensive, but actually it's a good way. It obviously means if anyone tries to attack you, you've got more troops, but it increases your score quite a lot, and it increases loyalty. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Get 10 more troops. Hopefully that should increase loyalty a little bit, but I may have to do more actions. But also, with so many spare jobs, I can afford to do that. Right, so we're upgrading the fisher pig, which is almost done actually. You can see like none of my industrial zone is really working. All the planks are stopped because we've got 52, we've got plenty to upgrade those last houses. You can see charcoal, we don't really need them, we only need them for the pottery. And all the foundries are not online because I'm simply buying in shovels myself, which I'm going to do a little bit more, 200. It's much cheaper. It would cost me 23 coins to pay for a shovel worker, but I need to produce my own bronze, I'd need to produce my own shovels, and all of that I don't earn taxes from, so it's just not as profitable. Okay, so that's the shovels. I've got a lot of tin ore, which I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell 100 at 7. No, I'm going to sell 100 at 8. I don't know if people want it though. Probably not. The last offers were about 6, yeah, so I don't know if people will buy that. If we look at tin, oh, I did actually sell my tin. I didn't think I would. Okay, I'm going to sell another 20. This time I'm going to put it up to 19. Interesting, so I made 351. That's why I've come on with quite a lot of money. Okay, so let's have a look. Large houses, I can't build too many, but I still can get some down. And I want to try and make use as much of the space as possible. Because we really are actually running out of space now. There we go. That's as many as we can build. Put a little road there. Then we'll just get some wooden fences back here. So I'm actually going to build a nice wooden fence the entire way round. Sort of like board off where that meets the fields. So yeah, those houses will capture some of these unhoused porco families. But yeah, now I'm going to get on to actually upgrading these farms. So in the capital, I'm not interested in building any more fields. Simply, I can't. That's physically impossible. I have literally no space without destroying another resource like flint or wood. So over here, so this is really the only space I have to build more fields. And it'd be crap fields anyway. So I'm not going to build any more fields. I'm simply upgrading the farms. So... and then there's one over here, because I want to capture all these. You can see these ones bring in 1.5. So yeah, I want to build these farms to simply save jobs. So I can delete the other farms and assign their fields to these new, more efficient farms. So I'll do them for now. That's 4 new farms. Hopefully these 3 will fit in nicely. And I may have a bit of inefficiency where one farm's only operating at 80%. Well, nothing I can do about that. So one other thing I think I forgot to mention last episode is I did unlock the level 3 butchers. They're really useful. And meat was in a bit of a struggle where it was selling for quite a lot. 2.5, I wouldn't make much of a profit now. But if I really didn't want to, this is only working at 75%. I could, if I got a lot of spare workers, open up this farm and transfer some fields over. But I don't think I need to at the moment. So my main priority is getting new houses to fulfill all these unhoused people, and the population is still growing, so we will need more houses. Sort out all our demands. That's fine, that's fine. Meat, they want more. So let's quickly do all this. Well, you can see we've got a lot of unemployed. Look at this. Even these low markets are fulfilling, so... okay, where is it? Meat is over here. Add 1 more. Fish, I'm not going to increase anymore because I think the market probably will crash. I think I'm going to cause a market crash. And you can see here, this fish should be able to only produce 1.7 fish, so not very much. But yeah, I'm probably going to cause a market crash. So that is not good. So meat, 1. Apples, they still want more. Wheat, they want more. Okay, so I am actually going to need these 2. So up this one to critical. I'm going to put it to apples. 2 more. And this one to wheat. Critical. And 2 more as well. The main reason I'm really excited for Ard is the hamlets. The hamlets do have a lot more space so they can build fields. So I'm going to upgrade all the farms in the hamlets. And I'm going to be building a lot more fields. Wheat, as you can see, I'm already getting about plus 15. Yes, I'm going to continue to grow, so I'm going to need to put some food to that. But really, wheat at the moment, I do not need anymore. I'm selling a lot on the market. But saying that, wheat is still very profitable. I'm surprised how little is being sold on the market. I'm used to wheat being absolutely just abundant. But not so much, actually. So, so I'm still going to work on this. Wheaton will be the only place growing wheat. The others I'm going to save for cotton and apples. But apples is really what I want at the moment because I'm not actually fulfilling all my apple demand. And yes, I won't get a lot of money for selling apples. They're only being sold at about 2 coins. Actually, no, that's a lie. I will get quite a bit of money because my apples are 1.1 coins. So even if I sell for 2.2 coins, I'm making a lot of money. Well, relative. But with wheat... it's 1.7, so selling it at 2.5 is actually less profitable. Yes, sorry, I'm lying. Apples will still be very profitable to sell because I have the price so cheap. That's interesting. Or at least to me. Right, get all these farms upgraded, then I'll wait a bit, and I'll be back later once I can start building the fields. Okay, so I've got these ones to upgrade here. And just looking what I need to upgrade a farm. 2 shovels, that's expected, but 4 hoes, 3 planks, and 2 stone. So they're not very expensive to build. It's really just the shovels. So what I plan to do in Appleville is only continue to produce apples. Sorry, this isn't Appleville, this is Westville. Appleville, I think I will do what I was doing, which is half apples, half cotton, and then Wheaton, it will just be wheat, and then down south it will just be apples. I think these are south fields. I am tempted to produce a lot more cotton though, because as I'm seeing how much money and demand there is for clothes and textiles, and nobody's really selling cotton, well, I don't know how stable it is, I'm interested to produce a lot of cotton, to produce way more textiles, to produce more clothes. But I need to have a think about that. One other thing before I go and get these fields set up is look at the map now. It's changed drastically. Merlin was telling me how a lot of players didn't make it past the privilege crisis, but I am seeing players drop out. You've got here, we lost that guy here, but I think he was attacked by Asgard, and there's a lot of war going on with Asgard. If we look at the Chronicles, we can see the pantheons. So you've got the pantheon of Aztec, pantheon of, I don't know how to say that, it's an Egyptian name. And there was some more down here who've been eliminated. Asgard's in a war with them, I'm assuming, up here. But yeah, Asgard has also taken out over here. So Asgard, not on good terms with them. Yet Merlin has said that they have been nice to him. So I think Asgard's picking and choosing who they're nice to, and then killing everyone who's weaker than them. I think that's quite simple. But yeah, we've lost these guys over here. He's gone down, and maybe he's just gone inactive. And I'm assuming this guy's gone inactive as well. This guy here, Dacia or Dacia, he is active, and in fact, we've been talking. I've been selling him some bows because he was attacked by Asgard. So I'm trying to make friends with my neighbours. I don't want to go to any war, but I have got a decent force if somebody was to attack me. What is this? 60 plus 80, that's 140 bowmen. I haven't got the best defences yet though, but I still do have decent defences. A hillside fort with some archer towers, so it's good enough. If I did want to upgrade my defences though, I'd spend a whole episode just focusing on that, building battlements on top of platforms, getting better gates, all that stuff. But I'm not worried about that just yet, guys. Okay, so now I'm back in the city. I am going to get a new wheeler down, and I'm going to follow that up with a new clothes maker down. So that's going to fill this entire row. And I'm going to have these ready just to fulfill market demand. It's simple as that. What else I want to do? Oh, look! Oh, yeah, look at all these free workers. There's a lot of just workers onto it. And even though we sent the army and we've upgraded the army, so you see the army has improved things. It's now taking from 26 to 30, but that's not good enough. We do need more troops, but I don't want to commit more troops. I can't lie. I'm trying to think of something we can do. It's going to have to be political bribes, simple as that. And you can see actually legitimacy has fallen. So I'm going to up political bribes to 28. We'll see how much that should do. At least 3 loyalty. Oligarchs. Yeah, oligarchs actually are decreasing. And you can see our wealth has fallen. And so monetary unit value has decreased, which means the oligarchs are losing money. But I think that's just simply decreased because we're upgrading all our farms. Okay, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to get another cider mill down, as we're not fully producing cider, and I'm also going to get a potter down. We're not fully producing pottery. So they're 2 new buildings that will be useful. We're still making a lot of hose, but the market price for hose is so cheap as well. I need to have a think. This is what I mean. We're in a bit of a pickle. Well, not a pickle, but we're in a situation where all the market, like useful things, axes have decreased. Okay, that's interesting. They were being sold for 12, but there seems to be on server 1 players who are selling at the cheapest prices I've ever seen. Bronze, 14 coins. I've never seen bronze so bloody cheap. It's way cheaper than I produce it at. Axes at 12 coins, shovels at 20 coins, hose at 2.1 coins. Everything is being sold way below the prices I can sell it at, like even below my base price. So everything, people are selling really well. meaning there's not a lot of opportunities for me to sell things. So I'm not sure where to put my industry. Clothes and textiles, yeah, I'm selling good at that. But I don't really have anything else. I have wheat and I'll soon have apples, but it's a bit hard. Without taxes, I'm finding it hard to make money. And I know, yes, I'm making, well, actually, this is a bit of a glitch. I know why I said 161, but I was making 111. That's a good amount. And I got to say, don't want to brag, but it seems like it's a pretty good amount with the new privilege crisis. But I don't understand how to make good money without taxes. Because taxes, I feel, is so important. Because let's say I had this whole blacksmithing area operational. I have all my bronze workers pumping out bronze. I have the charcoal, that needs the charcoal workers. The bronze then needs the tin, and the copper foundry is also working, which needs more charcoal. All of that is all working together, and I get a cut of the money they produce. So whether or not I'm using that industry, I still get money for that industry working, and that industry makes a lot of money. So I profit off that industry, and I could then sell those goods on the market if obviously it was appropriate. But now, without taxes, the only money I make is by people working. It doesn't matter what job they work in, just people working, which kind of makes it quite sad, because I could have my entire population just being flint collectors. It doesn't cost me any money. They just produce flint, and I'd make the exact same money as if I was running really expensive operations like bronze working, which makes it a lot less profitable to work bronze working or things like that. And so I don't know what to do with all my workers. I would like to get them pumping out bronze and using up the tin ore, using up the copper ore, all the charcoal, and really making a lot of wealth there. But what am I going to do with all the bronze? It just costs me so much money. It would make me a loss, basically. So that is my struggle at the moment. I'm not sure if anyone else who's playing. I've been chatting to some of you in the comments. Some of you are on server 3, a little bit behind. Some of you are on server 1. I want to hear how you're finding the change from tax. Well, I'm pretty sure taxes would have been out by now, so I think it's been pushed back. Yeah, so how you're finding having to use forced labour as your way of making money. Okay, so the farms are starting to be created. If we look here, all our farms, these new farms, 20% efficiency extra, which I'm pleased with. I think that will only save us one farm, though, I can't lie. If we get all of these up, we can have a look. If that is, so we're saving 20, 40, 60, 80 efficiency. We may need to have one more upgraded. In fact, I think I will. I'm going to upgrade this one. But I'm going to start switching over fields. This is going to be a really laborious process. Really laborious. So I'm not going to record it because I don't think you guys have the time to watch me manually select all the fields and assign each one. That's going to be extremely boring. So I am going to skip this. However, I am going to record the hamlets, me actually placing the fields and just rambling on about stuff there. So guys, I will see you when I get to the hamlet stuff. Alright guys, welcome back. I have set up all the farms, and so this is how I've got it. I upgraded all the farms except for one. So I deleted that last farm, and I've got this last farm now at 76% usage. So sadly, there is a little bit of waste, but there isn't much I can do about that. So that is a shame. That 25% waste is costing me about 7 wealth. So yeah, that is sad, but there really isn't anything I can do. If I put a simple into the last production, which is cotton, all that would mean is this one would just drop to about 30% or 40% usage if I moved it all around, so all the cotton is on this one. So I can't do anything about that. But it has saved me 3 workers, and also loyalty is being solved. The money had dropped massively to 1.1. It's now back up to 1.5 now I've sorted out the farms, and I also upped political bribes. Oligarchs going up to 48 wealth now. Loyalty is going up to 30. With oligarchs going up even further, we should have strong loyalty. And we are continuing to go, wow, look at that, 14 inactive coming in. So what I'm doing for jobs is I've opened back up the woodcutter. Well, I had opened back up the woodcutter. We get 3 people in there. So the 3 jobs I've saved from the farms, just go to the woodcutter. It's not making us very much wealth or money at all, but it's better than nothing. So we've got that. Obviously, we've got the new jobs with the potters, because they want more pottery. So I'll up that. They want more pottery. Pottery on the market seems to be very stable at 1.2. I couldn't make much money selling that, so I don't particularly need anything new. Cider, though, I do want more cider, because the taverns aren't running at 100%, and actually I could also do with another tavern. So let's get another tavern. Then let's get another cider worker. That then is using up a lot of clay. We now have a deficit of 2 pottery, sorry. Then I'll get this potter. So that there is 6 jobs created. And again, this is where taxes would be so good. These taverns, I'd get a little cut of that then produced. I'd get a cut of the cider mill produced. And then I'd get a cut of the potter. So just opening all of that would provide benefits to my people, and it would give me a bit of cash. But this just provides benefits. So we've got the cider now, and we actually are supplying over. So I'm going to leave it like that, because the price will drop. Hopefully more people will be able to afford it. Wages should be increasing, but it doesn't seem like they are. That is unfortunate. Looking at the fish picks, though, they're making a good amount of money. So these jobs are now doing well. Meat, yeah, a bit over. That's a bit over. It's all a bit over. We're just supplying over what they want. Okay. Doctors. I could do with more doctors. I'm just going to put the doctors in these little gaps here just to make space. So that's some doctors there. Another doctors there. There we go. Some roads. Okay, so we've got now some new doctors. I'm going to set this to high. And this one to high. They produce 0.8 each. We want 16. So yeah, 2. And I'll set this one to high as well. So there we go. So now I've got some more doctors. That will improve the population even more. So we'll get more people, which I'm going to have no idea what we're going to do with the jobs. I have opened up the sawmill though, as I do want more planks. And why is it saying 20? What's going on here? In stock 34, but we're not buying any more yet. Why are they not? There we go, they're getting 100% now. Okay, so we are producing planks, 2.5. I am gonna, I'm tempted to up that. I am very tempted to up that. Because I need planks for obviously all the new large houses I want to build. Yes, I will get more. I don't want that to be a limiting factor, and we just could do with some more workers. So we'll get the planks being produced. I've already got the weavers and the clothes makers upping their production. There's not very much more for me to do here in Redderwood. When we get even more workers, 40 more workers, I'll just assign them in the more menial jobs, like getting this cattle farm up and running, just get that last little bit of cattle. Then I can open up another butcher's and just sell the meat. Let's have a look at, yeah, there's already cattle being sold. So I think that's done in Redderwood for now. I'm selling bows at 5. Yeah, you can see I have been selling some. So I'm going to continue to have bow workers. But yeah, everything's going good. But we can see with our score, before I move on to the hamlets, we're in 18th position. We're close behind 17th, or quite close. So yeah, we can easily continue to move up. So that is Redderwood done. My future plans, I'm going to tell you now, my future plans is to get furniture making. Really want furniture making. Because I've had to think, it will open up our bronze, it'll give me a reason to open up our bronze foundries and planks. And it also could make a lot of, well, not could, it will make a lot of money from taxes when it's up and running. I don't think it will give much benefit to the city itself, because I'm already fulfilling all the furnishing need through pottery. But what I want to experiment with, guys, or maybe you can tell me in the comments, is if I add a second furnishing need, does that stack on top of pottery, or does it if because pottery is already at 100%, does it just take away pottery? That's what I want to know. But yeah, this is one I do want to get, and I just need to save up for the 2 sieve points. Kiln, I actually want to get now. Potter level 3, really useful, and we get unlock the kiln. It also means we're ready to start producing bricks when we unlock, but when we get later into the Bronze Age and we unlock the level 3 house. But I don't have the mud bricks. That is what I'm going to save up for. I've got the money now. And where is it? Transaction tracking. This is one I want to do as well. It takes 10 officials, but it's a 99% chance, isn't it? 96% chance. So it's very likely it will happen. We just need 60 clay. And it locks the scribe, which will be useful because I'd like to start claiming more tiles around me. But I need to have a think about that one. I think I would like to get it though. Before we go, let's just look at gold. They're buying 2 at 200. I am interested in purchasing more gold. I want to get up to that 20 stack of gold, but I think it'd be better to get all these researches done first. So actually, I am going to get the transaction tracking research done. Or do I want to wait? Do I want to wait? Not a lot of clay, actually. Probably enough, though. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the hamlets now. You can see actually what's happened, guys, is these farms just weren't producing at the capacity they were before I had enabled forced labour, so before the privilege crisis. So actually, we don't need to build any new fields. I'm going to build one new field here. Look, it's done, just down here. And that basically covers our need for these fields. But it has still massively upped our production. If we have a look here, 0.2 and 0.7, that is because it hasn't gone fully, because it was just coming up to where I'd left it off before. So we are actually producing more than we were before the crisis. So that's 12.1, add there, cotton, that'll be 21.4. So that is Applefield done, so it's going to be actually nice and quick. So Wheaton, on the other hand, does have a surplus. Oh shit, I haven't actually upgraded the farms in Wheaton. Ah, fuck. I was about to say Wheaton does have a surplus, because you can see already Wheaton is at 95% due to me upping the civ points. So upgrading the farms will take it over the edge and I'll need to be new fields. But I obviously didn't upgrade Wheaton. Yeah, I don't have enough stone or enough, planks. So planks I can get. And I'm only going to buy 3 because I only have enough stone to build 1 farm. Oh, that's frustrating. So Wheaton will have to wait. I can at least get 1 farm upgraded, but yeah, I'll have to wait for the others. This is good though. Well, not good, but it's not too bad because I don't actually have enough wheat stocked to really upgrade the fields anyway, because I'm selling it all on the market. So what I'm going to do is upgrade this field and stop selling wheat on the market, then get all these farms upgraded, build all the fields, and then I can start selling again. So we'll just upgrade this farm. And I'm going to stop selling wheat on the market in Redderwood. Okay, so there's actually a food problem here in Southfields. Workers, there isn't actually enough workers. We do have enough workers. It's here. Critical. So we will have enough apples. Yeah, there's just a problem with the food. We weren't fulfilling it, and so there was a few workers who couldn't make it. So yeah, we do need more stuff here. You can see anyway, this one again, don't need any new fields, it's just upping production. So that should all be good. Yeah, that should be Southfields done. And you can see Westfields, the last place, is the same, where all the pure apple ones are only just increasing, whereas the ones which have wheat, there's a little bit of spare usage. So I am going to produce more apples in these these ones. So let's find... So yeah, actually, this is one of the sites where I was starting to run out of space. Not by much, but it was starting to happen. Okay. This. Wow. So we've got a lot more space there. A lot more space in these farms, I mean. I don't like how it's all uneven now. I've had to mess up the placement before due to the positioning of all the fields. It looks a bit messy, but it's still making me a good amount of apples. Yeah, let's check now. Oh, a little bit actually over. Okay. Assign these farms to this one. Oh, really over then? Okay. Right. Yep, 98%, 100%. Just need to get one more field in. Apples. Let's get this one here. There we go. So that is Westfield done. If we take a quick look, yep, it's saying it's not producing anymore because our last production was at 15.4, but now we're just slowly catching back up to that. So I'm going to end that video there. We have sorted out a few things in Redderwood with a huge new blow up in population due to me enabling fish. We've also then upgraded loads of farms all across, so we're producing a lot more stuff now. We've got a lot more money, so I'm getting more technologies researched, and I'm going to continue to try and increase our money so we can get new technologies like kiln, which is one I really want, transaction tracking, sewers, furniture making, those 4. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, if you could leave it a like and subscribe, as we're starting to get quite far in. So if you're still watching and enjoying and you haven't subscribed, then I would appreciate it if you could. Anyway guys, I'll see you in episode 22.